You know, the term have bat will travel has been kind of a nickname for Matt Stairs for years, but this is the guy before Matt Stairs who perfected it. And boys, oh boys, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of comparisons between Matt and this guy because Stairs played with every team imaginable and always made them better, and this guy did as well. He's a World Series champion, an RBI leader, and one of the first designated hitters in the American League. Of course, we have to be talking about the late, great Deron Johnson. Now, he was a baseball infielder, outfielder, designated hitter, and coach who played MLB for the Yankees, the Kansas City Oakland Athletics, Cincinnati Reds, Atlanta Braves, Philadelphia Phillies, Milwaukee Brewers, Boston Red Sox, and Chicago White Sox over the course of his 6-year big league playing career. While an active player, Johnson stood 6'2", and weighed 200 pounds. He batted and threw right-handed. He later served as an MLB hitting coach for 12 seasons with the Angels, 79-80, 89-92, the Mets in 81, the Phillies from 82 and 84. Of course, they made it the World Series that season. 83, Seattle Mariners and White Sox. He was still an active member of the California coaching staff when he was unfortunately diagnosed with lung cancer, which claimed his life on April 23rd, 92 at a young age of 53. Now, the first baseman, third baseman, left fielder, designated hitter was born in San Diego, July 1738. He first appeared in a Major League game in 1960. The 22-year-old was called upon to pinch hit the ninth inning of a 1-1 tie between New York and Washington, facing Senator Southpaw Hal Woodishick. Mickey Mantle flied out to right and Bill Skowron doubled, and Johnson advanced Skowron to third with a fly out to center. The Yankees won 2-1 in the 11th. He got his first two career hits on October 2nd, 1960, in the Yankees' last game of the regular season, an 8-7 win over his future team, the Red Sox, held at Yankee Stadium. He batted twice in the game. The first resulted in a fifth-inning double off a Red Sox pitcher, Jerry Casale, and in a seventh-inning single off Arnold Early. Now, instead of a trade, Johnson's contract was purchased from Kansas City by the Reds on April 5th, 63. Playing for AAA San Diego, he topped the Pacific Coast League with 33 home runs, tied for fifth with 91 RBIs, and was picked as the third first baseman on the PCL All-Star squad. 64 was his first full season in Major League with the Reds, where he had 21 home runs, 79 runs batted in, batting .273. Now, the 65 season with the Reds was one of the best of his career, as he hit .287, hit 32 homers, and drove in MLB leading 130 runs, comparable to Vladimir Guerrero numbers. Pete Rose was quoted at 83, "I had never seen anyone hit the ball harder than Deron Johnson." He finished fourth in the NL MVP voting. Now, while playing with the Phillies in 71, he clubbed a career-high 34 homers and drove in over 90 runs. Further proof of Johnson's long ball skill was evident on July 10th and 11th, 71, as he hit 4 consecutive runs against the home Expos, treating them coming on the 11th. Johnson hit 300 in the 73 World Series while playing with the A's. He opened 74 with the A's, but on June 24th, 74, he was released on waivers to the Milwaukee Brewers. On September 7th, he was sold to the Red Sox, who were in the middle of a pennant fight they ultimately lost. The following April, he signed with the White Sox. In 140 games for the White Sox, he hit 18 home runs and drove in 72. On September 21st, after Jim Rice had been injured early in the day, the Red Sox once again needed supplemental power and reacquired Johnson. His last home run of his career came on September 27, 75, off of the Indians pitcher Rick Waits at Fenway. Now, in 1,765 games over 16 campaigns, .244 average on 1,447 hits, 706 runs, 247 doubles, 33 triples, 245 home runs, 923 RBIs, 585 bases on balls, a .311 on-base percentage, and a .420 slugging. He finished career with a .987 fielding percentage, playing primarily at first, but also played third in the outfield. In the 73 postseason, he went 4 for 20 with no homers or RBIs. Now, Johnson was a baseball and football star at San Diego High School. He was offered numerous college football scholarships, but opted to sign with the Yankees. In 79, he was inducted by the San Diego Hall of Champions into the Reed Bard Hall of Fame, honoring San Diego's finest athletes. From 58 to 59, he also served with distinction in the U.S. Army under a reserve training program, the first of several military stints during his baseball career. Now, after retiring as a major leaguer, Along with coaching in the majors, he owned a construction company in San Diego and operated a very respected 40-acre cattle ranch. When he died of lung cancer in 92, he was survived by his wife Lucille, sons Deron Jr. and Dominic, and daughter Dina. Deron Jr. was a golf professional at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, the career of Mr. Johnson, again, just like Matt Stairs, wherever he went, he produced. And he could fit in every situation. Now, Deron played 2 seasons in New York before moving on to Kansas City. By the time he hit Cincinnati again, he had 77 home runs over 3 seasons with 290 RBIs. Big campaign with the Phillies in 1970, 27 homers and 93 RBIs, but 71, a career year for a lot of people, 34 homers and 95 RBIs. Now, the 73 season combined with Philadelphia and Oakland, he had 20 home runs. With Oakland, he had 19 homers and 81 RBIs. Now, the next season, he went down to 13 homers and 75, and combined with Chicago and Boston, he had 19 dingers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the postseason numbers are quite interesting as well, because we look at the 73 campaign. He went 1 for 3 against Baltimore, or 1 for 10 against Baltimore in 4 contests, and 3 for 10 against the Mets, and again, mostly a pinch hitting and designated hitter role. Now, the thing is, the big problem in the postseason, he struck out 10 times in 23 at-bats. So Deron Johnson, for a lot of the Reds fans, ladies and gentlemen, that mid-1960s team, Pete Rose, Robinson, all those big players, I think Deron was a good fit. Now, the idea about Deron Johnson as a hitting coach, he would always say you got to make full contact with the strike zone, which meant to say, if a ball you think is going to be in the strike zone, you better swing at it. He didn't believe in going for high pitches. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to do a quick recap, so to make sure all the bases are covered, because he played again with a lot of teams. 60-61 with the Yankees, 61-62 with the Athletics, the Reds from 64 to 67, the Braves in 68, the Phillies 69 to 73, the A's in 73 and 74, the Brewers in 74, the Red Sox in 74, the Chicago White Sox in 75, and the Red Sox 75 to 76. And never was an All-Star, which is kind of a surprise. He never got a replacement. But again, NL RBI leader with 130 in 1965. And again, the utility players on that 73 A's, he was them. The fact with Dick Williams was using a lot of pieces together. His pitchers are hitting. But Deron Johnson was always hitting the big homer, getting the big RBI, and a very intelligent player as well. Excuse me. No, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing, sorry about that, with our Cincinnati Reds alumni podcast, let us know in a like, comment, subscribe, or share. It's interesting, though, ladies and gentlemen, from 1961 to 69, he never won a World Series, despite having some of the best players, Perez, Pinson, Rose, Robinson, Johnson, all the other key players. So, and again, anyway, if you like what you're doing, again, ladies and gentlemen, let us know. Don't forget, requests are always highly anticipated and always highly considered. Have a good one.